No, 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 no. Welcome back to the 4outof5 guys. I'm Adrian.
I'm John.
Nathan.
I'm John.
You ruined the streak.
Nah, because we all stammered because we all stammered because we don't usually stammer, but John had to do it the other way around. He's always stammering.
Welcome to the end of the year, lads. Cheers, cheers. We made it.
Cheese. Got nothing to cheese.
Cheese. Cheese, mate.
It's a bit of a celebration for making it so far, which no one expected. To be honest, I expected the world to be over midway through July. A bit of a Mad Max Fury Road situation going on. We're doing a little bit of a roundup. We've come together for one more time at the end of this horrible, abysmal year to round up the year and go through, all the stuff that made it so great. You know what I mean? So memorable. Definitely a year we'll never forget.
Yeah.
And where should we start except the beginning?
2021.
January, where the year starts.
I thought it started in February.
All right. So on January, the first thing that happened this year was the Australian bushfires, which I think was a result of climate change. I'm not sure about that one, but I think it made like quite a big impact on the ecosystem there, because it's quite a unique ecosystem in Australia. They have like koalas and like things that you can't find anywhere else in the world. And I think quite a large bit of their habitat got destroyed by that, so that wasn't very good.
Yeah, it's a very dry area, so they get bushfires a lot, but it just was a lot worse than expected. You know what I mean?
Can we just ask the really important question? Where was Greta Thunberg?
Probably in Sweden.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably in Sweden protesting.
Why is she protesting in Sweden when the bushfires happen in Australia?
Because she lives in Sweden.
Well, then she can catch a plane to Australia then.
Because
she doesn't take planes. You know why she doesn't take planes, Adrian? Because they're bad for the environment.
Well, how does she get around then?
Boats, trains, public transportation.
Trains are bad for the environment.
They're better than planes.
Not if they're electric.
All right, Joe. Name me one fully electric.
Name me one electric plane.
There are loads of electric planes. I swear.
No.
An RC plane.
I remember.
You said name one, and I did.
All right. All right, Adrian. Go and take your plane to China.
Take your prize, Adrian. You've won.
I won.
All right. Next significant thing that happens in January.
The first electric plane was made in December 1903.
Ho, get wrecked.
No, which ones are commercially used now? That doesn't answer the question. You still didn't even give the name of it as well. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
It's
no, don't entertain it, John.
We're not doing.
Don't entertain
it. Don't feed them. Don't feed.
I've already eaten, so I'm full. Don't worry about me.
Next event in January was that the Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle left the royal family. Which, I mean, personally, I don't really delve into the lives of celebrities because I focus on my own life. But that had a pretty big impact. So I remember seeing that a lot. I'm not really sure what the long-term impact was, but at the time it was quite a big thing in the news.
The long-term impact is that the royal family doesn't really like them very much anymore.
Queen's angry.
Yeah, she was like, they didn't give them enough warning before they went public, innit? Which, I don't really think they had to, innit? It's not like you make a decision every day. Imagine deciding to move house and you have to go speak to your grandmother about it.
See, personally, that takes a lot of balls to do. And speaking of balls, we'd like to thank our sponsorship. What's it called? Manscaped.
How do I mute it?
Shave those balls with care, gents.
I have to leave it in because it was funny, but I can't. There's
That's
one
our,
rule.
that's our
Just to
fucking
not talk about.
We are not
free
sponsored by
fucking
Manscaped.
promotion.
We're not sponsored by Manscaped. I'm putting that in fine
For what
print
you
everywhere.
know.
All right, would anyone like to address the elephant in the room of January? You know, the biggest thing of this year, perhaps.
Brexit.
All right, there's giraffe in
Would
the
anyone else? Would anyone else?
Giraffe in the room.
Who else can talk about giraffe in the room?
What's the giraffe in the room?
Well, it's like an
Well, why are we at home instead of doing this in a studio?
yes.
Because we broadcast, motherfuckers.
That is
He's
a
not
fair
wrong.
point. That is a fair point. He's not wrong. What other reason for why we legally?
Oh,
Cannot.
is it because of the bat thing in China?
Oh yeah, look, I've got it here. January 22nd, China locks down the city of Wuhan.
See?
Yeah.
And that
Apparently, the McDonald's there is famous for serving McBat soup, and because of that, we can no longer travel places.
yeah.
That being said, you know, it must have tasted pretty good.
The best of taste is pretty good. Although I can't imagine the bat soup tasting very good there. You know, there's a bit of a dilemma there.
McDog McMuffin.
And following on from, I'm pretty sure that they tried
Moving
to ban,
swiftly on.
moving
Yeah,
swiftly.
they banned wet markets in
But
China
I'm not
now.
sure how like strict that ban is because that's a pretty big source of income and it's quite an impoverished area I think in China where they have those. So I'm not sure there's much.
Well, no, I mean, wet markets are kind of everywhere. It's just like,
Oh yeah, I've seen it all over Instagram. You know, with like cockroaches and stuff.
Who?
the thing is, with stuff like that, I never, like, when it comes to the insects and stuff, I never actually feel like it's a growth thing. Because on one side, we have people being like, oh, ban the wet markets, they're like selling insects. And then on the other hand, you have like half vegans got like working with scientists in California, like insects are the food of the future. So it's like, what's happening here?
Insects aren't so bad. It's just like
yeah, mate. Apparently, cockroach milk is like is 3 times more nutritious than cow
Cockroach milk.
Yeah.
but how?
Fuck off. How do you milk a cockroach? What?
You just
You
squeeze.
gotta get really small
It
buckets.
fucking tweezers, mate, and just they're like, zook, zook, zook. Fucking nasty. Ugh. Are you sure it's even milk?
It
That's cool.
might just be like goo inside. You know what I'm talking about with like
Oh.
tissue fluid. There you go. Smart.
What'd you say, Joseph?
Yeah, that's how they make powdered milk. They just like get it from the cockroach.
Why did I ask him?
Oh,
Why did I
mate.
ask?
Mate.
All right. Next thing on the list.
Moving swiftly.
Yes, moving extra swiftly on. We have this year has been full of tragic deaths. I think this might be the first major one, which was Kobe Bryant dying with his I think his eldest daughter.
Gianna.
Yeah. I think it was a helicopter, wasn't it?
Yeah, the helicopter crash.
Yeah. That was a pretty sad death. Because he was a nice guy and it's probably
He was very active in the sport. I think he could really be like one of the most popular basketball players of all time.
yeah. He I mean, I don't really watch basketball, but I hear his name, you know, so he must have been pretty good at basketball.
But yeah, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. A lot of people died this year. I don't know if we're going through the entire list. Yeah, he also died in, I think, January. Oh yeah, Adrian, you want to talk about Pop Smoke because you listen to a lot of drill.
Yeah, no, definitely. See, the thing is, there's too much to
His
say about the
songs
guy.
that,
He's
his song,
an
his
influential
famous
man in like the drill community and shit. And yeah, like rest
You
in
loved his
peace.
songs. What 2 songs did you say you liked?
Oh, there's too many, mate. There's too many. Like I genuinely used to enjoy the man. Like
All right, let's make sure to keep it chronological. All right, we want to go as the year goes on. All right, next thing.
February. We've moved months.
Yes.
And we haven't moved countries. We are still in the US of A with the impeachment of one Satsuma.
Yes.
The orange man gone.
What, they impeached fucking Orange?
Oh, they impeach, bro.
Wait, since when did they develop the technology to make fucking peaches into oranges?
No, they just made peaches impeach.
Oh God.
But surely an impeachment is when you turn something into a peach.
Oh, Adrian, not this a conversation. All right. Not a conversation I want to be having. All right. Actually, to be fair,
impeachment of Donald Trump then.
Let's just ignore the fact that Adrian's speaking, and let's we didn't finish January because we had
no, because for some reason he's so much louder than everyone else in my ears.
Ew.
I can't physically.
I don't even have a fucking
loudest
mic,
one there.
I don't even have a fucking mic.
All right. I think the next thing was Brexit and World War III as well. So would anyone like
to
go on with those?
I've done literally all of them.
Okay, well I can take Brexit.
Oh.
Go on, Joe. EDL Joe stepping up. Let's go.
Right, let's go. Brexit. We're leaving the EU.
Thank you for listening.
Adrian.
Yes, we were scheduled to leave January of this year, and then what happened?
Oh, and then
coronavirus happened.
Didn't.
I think.
And now
we're leaving again.
We're leaving January of next year.
How can you leave a place when you haven't left it?
It's like you have like one foot in, but one foot out.
I love how John fucking answered the question.
God, he could be our next prime minister.
Who, me?
Oh, yeah. Well,
absolutely.
Not actually.
Big old JSJS.
World War III almost happened this year. And you just saying JSJS almost like just filled with so much dread at the thought that those could have been your last words at any point this year.
Yeah, that's true.
At any point this year, anything you three idiots said could have been the final words that a new civilization heard. You know?
Oh, I'd fucking die happy.
After the entire world gets nuked and a couple of plucky survivors get out of their bunkers, they're like, oh, let's listen to some recording of the ancient times in 2050, and all they hear is fucking Adrian talking absolute shit on a podcast. Anyway, World War III almost happened this year when President Donald Trump of the United States sent a drone strike to Iran.
I don't get the purpose of that. Like, genuinely.
Oil. You're a history
student.
Like, what are you talking about?
Go find your own fucking oil. Like, how would you like it if, let's say, I don't know, I ran out of fucking beans, yeah, and I came over to your house and started like chucking rocks at your fucking windows, yeah, tried to fucking nick your beans out of your kitchen. You wouldn't be happy. That's what fucking Donald Trump's doing, mate. He's fucking, it's a fucking, yeah.
Speaking of Donald Trump, in February of this year, Donald Trump was impeached.
Bean thief.
He does actually kind of look like a baked bean.
That's what I'm saying. He's just trying to reunite.
Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. We've been here for like an hour and a half. And we've only just reached February.
Only in February. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. And not to mention, I don't know a thing about any of these topics.
Neither do I, mate. That's what I'm trying, Wes.
Yeah, like that's I don't know. Yeah.
All right, you know what?
Keeping the conversation going.
Let's move on to my guy Kim Jong Un fakes his death. I'm not quite sure why he faked his death, but he faked his death. Let me find out when it's happened actually. Yeah, so April 25th, he's both dead and alive at the same time.
How is that possible?
It's Schrodinger's cat type thing. I don't know what this is.
Yeah. They put him in a box with poison, but they can't tell whether or not the poison went off or not. So he's technically dead or alive, depending on when you open the box. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Two alternate realities and shit.
And
Give him a taste of his own medicine.
Let me explain it to Joseph.
I understand Schrodinger's cat, but I don't.
Basically, this guy Schrodinger really fucking hates cats, right? So he just keeps putting them in boxes and shaking it about and saying, "Look, I've poisoned the cat." Well, he's actually just shaking a cat about in a box and wondering if he's dead. And he's playing a prank on his wife, where he just opens the box and just fucking chucks a dead cat at her face.
Well, that's what Kim Jong Un does.
probably, to be fair, he's a pretty mad don, and he just does weird stuff.
And don't say that you're gonna get us banned in North Korea because of that.
Like we're not already banned in North Korea and South Korea and all the Koreas.
South Korea's not bad, but yeah, he faked his death because he was like, "Oh, some people in my government don't like me very much, so if I fake my death and they react happily, so he faked his death, and a bunch of his buddies went, 'Hey, he's dead, oi,' and he was like, 'Surprise, I'm not actually dead. Who the hell just cheered?' And he shot him.
Who the fuck is going to be sad when Kim Jong Un fucking died?
Probably
His sister? I don't know.
His
No, she doesn't
sister,
like him very
does he
much.
even have a sister?
Yeah,
he's apparently worse than him.
His sister's worse.
His sister's worse than him.
Yeah, proper bitch.
How?
I don't know. It's just because, I don't know, mate. I don't know, she's just worse.
Well, then, I don't know what to say.
But we actually
Christmas
kind of have to keep.
of them.
We have to keep Kim Jong Un alive, so that no one ever has to deal with his sister, and hopefully she
Pull off
dies
a
first.
Elizabeth type of situation, where she constantly stays alive 24/7 and doesn't let fucking Charles be king.
Yeah, she doesn't let Prince Philip end up his
Philip, that's
king.
it. That's first Charles.
There's too many white people in him for me to keep track of.
I always get those two confused as well, actually.
No, Charles is the guy that's supposed to be king. But
Adrian, this is not a relevant conversation. Stop talking. All right.
no, it is.
Nathan,
It's explaining the whole Kim Jong Un thing. If keep
Why
him
do I have
alive,
to keep
his
doing
sister
this
doesn't-
I
segue?
explained it. You've just added layers of unnecessary complication to it. It's
I made it
not
more
explaining it. It's just making it seem like a I don't know. All right, Nathan, would you like to talk to us?
Even though Kim Jong Un faked his death in April, someone did actually die in May. Oh, that was a bad transition. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Yes, rest in peace.
Inciting the ongoing Black Lives Matter protests that are taking. Well, actually, I don't know if they're ongoing because of probably. In some places they are still going on. But yeah, that was a pretty dark section of 2020, wasn't it? Watched the man die on social media.
Hey, there's been too much of that shit going on. All I'm saying is that what America's turned into some fucked place.
Well, it's not the only place where that's happening, is it? Let's be real about it.
I'm not saying America's the only one. It's just America's just, scuffed.
Yeah, I mean,
Adrian's political opinion summed down in about 3 words.
No, mate. My political opinions could seem very controversial, and I don't want people to be like, "Who the fuck is this man?" Even if I'm politically correct.
I don't know that. Anyways, there have been talks recently because of the George Floyd protests and other such things about defunding the police that have come up. What are you guys' opinions on that?
I mean, I don't really understand what it means by defund the police. Are you saying take away the police or just
Put the money, like police currently get more money than a lot of other,
sectors?
yeah. So it's like
So
you
does
put
the
that
army,
money
though.
into, yes, but we're not there. Some countries just refuse to give up their army. Cough, cough, America, scuffed. Anyways, you put the money that you would put into the police into like education and like helping homelessness, because that in the end prevents more crimes from happening. Because like if people are able to get jobs because they have a good education, they're less likely to make crimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that might be more of a long term than like a short term. Surely, if you're like half the number of police in the short term, then in those like 5 years where there's still crime, then wouldn't that cause issues?
Hmm.
I'm just wondering. I'm not giving an opinion. I'm just I don't know. Why did you raise your hand, Adrian?
That was an accident.
All right.
So was I. Anyways, moving on from June, we're halfway through this year.
Yeah.
Welcome to
guys.
August. There was an explosion in Beirut.
No one lie, that shit was fucking mental. I've seen videos of that shit and it's just fucking. Woo!
Yeah, like you can see the like blast hitting people who are like miles away from it. Like, it's quite crazy.
Have you seen the one where these people are having their wedding and
Yeah.
they literally get thrown onto the they're having their fucking wedding photos taken and they get just chucked on the fucking floor.
Yeah, I've seen those videos. Was it like a fireworks factory or I can't remember what it was. Or was it just like a bomb where they had, I don't know.
They were like,
it's a bit weird because reports came out saying that it was both. Like it has to be one or the other, like realistically.
a fucking fireworks can't fucking make an explosion that big.
I mean, if it's a whole warehouse full of them, it might be able to. But...
No. Not on that fucking scale.
Yeah, maybe.
They're fucking loud bang and
very...
shit, but like the shockwaves and shit, nah, mate. Fireworks can never do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing some more research and like I'm just wondering what the long-term impacts on Beirut is, because like wasn't Beirut supposed to be like a big dock or like a big place for trades? And so it
blew up the port.
Yeah, they blew up the whole port, which I can't imagine would be very good in the long term. And I'm pretty sure that there was like a lot of like medical supplies for coronavirus in that port as well, or something along those lines. So
probably because I think it's the main port to actually like enter Lebanon.
Yeah, so it's not just about the bomb itself; it's about the things it destroyed and the long-term impact of what it destroyed. All right, moving on. We had actually, I'm not going to talk about this.
Joseph?
I'm bad talking about this.
Question mark?
Huh? You said bomb? Question mark. What do you mean bomb? Question mark.
Like what bomb?
Beirut.
The Beirut explosion.
Was that a bomb?
I mean, we're not sure. I think it was fireworks, was it?
It says 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate. And then down here it says a fire, so I'm guessing that caught fire and exploded.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just some sort of like explosive material.
Yeah, but the point is, I don't think it was an attack or anything, right?
Yeah, it wasn't an attack. It was just who knows? It could have been an attack. You never know in this political landscape. All right.
As a fair point, you don't know who's coming after anybody.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to talk about the next thing? Because I'm bad at talking about deaths, apparently.
Well, who died?
Chadwick Boseman.
Oh
the
shit!
actor who became. What do you mean? Is this the first
I
time you
mean,
heard
as in
of it?
like it's the saddest death of the year. I
I
can't
was
lie.
gonna say
This one touched me. Like this one, like
This one touched me as well. Actually.
hit a soft part in my heart, mate. I fucking loved the guy in Black Panther and some other movies he's done. But
yeah.
Yeah.
rest in peace, you absolute legend.
Well, he kept it quiet for a really long time as well. Like no one knew he had cancer, like until they announced he was dead, which is
3 or 4 years, I think it was. He had cancer. So
yeah, it was so like
his
sudden.
entire time in MCU had cancer, basically.
Yeah, and he released like a movie came out with him like a month before he died, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, like not even the director or anyone.
Like
The Five Bloods.
oh yeah.
Oh, if you haven't seen the film, great film.
Watch it. It was amazing.
I think the last thing that happened in August was the California fires, which I think I remember something about that. But let me have a look at this.
Well, the entire west coast of the US of A is was on fire.
Yeah,
I think those were the biggest like wildfires that had hit America.
yeah. I mean, I'm reading here, and it says that 4% of the whole of California got burnt or something. Yeah. And it was the largest wildfire ever recorded in California. So I'm sure that must be due to more climate change, similar to Australia's forest fires or bushfires.
I'll pose the same question again. What was Greta Thunberg?
Probably in Sweden doing her protests.
You know why, Adrian?
School, man.
She was probably in Sweden because of COVID, and it was probably under lockdown as well.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And there's no way around that, age.
Yeah, there is.
I don't think you can actually enter the USA, or can you with the COVID restrictions? I'm not sure.
You can, because they're not smart enough to close their borders.
Oh yeah, it's the same with us, isn't it? We do the same thing, and we're doing really well. So clearly,
everywhere else is banned from coming. Like everywhere else bans us, but we're just like, why don't you come here? Why don't we leave? You come here, mix everybody around, and then you can stay somewhere for 2 weeks
with no isolation.
All right. Oh, speaking of which, there has been rumours about Tier 5 lockdown being introduced as early as tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked at Tier 5 very much, but I saw all over Instagram a lot of
8 p.m. curfews, no outdoor exercise.
There isn't actually.
I think that it's a myth. I don't think Tier 5 is it a thing.
I mean, there isn't.
Rumours.
Mate, there wasn't a Tier 4 until recently, so who knows?
Oh yeah, true. I mean,
I swear Tier 2 used to be like the fucking proper lockdown 8 p.m. curfew.
No.
Like in the beginning it was, I swear.
Oh yeah, we all like, we got into Tier 2 lockdown shit.
Yeah. And now we're up to fucking Tier 5.
Yeah, like what? It's not even that. It's even more lax now. Well, people are more lax about it now than they were back then.
Yeah, well, that's more because of just like fear of it has gone down rather than government has stopped doing stuff, I think.
Yeah, and also because people, I would say fear of it's also gone down. Not even just fear, but it's like you're less likely to care if they keep saying, hey, we're locking stuff down, but nothing's really changing.
Yeah. It's just
like the only thing that they keep actually really shutting down is like gyms and some shops. Schools have been open since forever, and they're not planning to close them.
Well, not for us.
Yeah, not for us, but they're still like open in a sense, like for a lot of people. So it's like, what is the point? Because it's like, think about it, like John takes 2 trains to school. He interacts with more people on a daily basis then I think you could and you can't stop that until you close school. So
Then
what's
that's
really
taken
the
by
point?
me.
Yeah. Well, that's
John,
not fair
what the fuck are
because
you doing coming to school, mate? Why don't you stay at home?
but you get they fine your parents if you don't come in.
Find your parents to go to school. Is that what happened to you? Oh, never mind. What was I going to say? Yeah, but I mean, I think people have just lost faith in this government to actually bring out something that is worth following. It's like, why would you follow a system that doesn't work?
Mate, when was there ever any faith in the fucking government?
Hmm?
Fucking
10 years ago when they were first elected.
Yeah.
Mate,
We've had
past
Tory
few years
governments
has
for
been
10
shit.
All right. I think that the next probably biggest thing that happened this year, the presidential election in November, I believe, which
the
was
American presidential election.
yes, which was mainly between I think Biden and Trump.
Mainly between.
Well, I mean, candidate,
No.
like
Kanye West.
oh, Kanye West, Trump.
But wasn't he late with his submission, so he couldn't actually fucking
No. Well,
campaign?
you can still write him in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't do everything correctly, you can still write in his name in the box. Elon Musk also told people to write his name in. There's also like an actual candidate for the Green Party in America, whose name I do not remember. She was a woman. Don't remember her name.
Kathleen Harson.
Don't try. Just search it up and then come back to it.
Sarah Jenkins.
Surprisingly, people wised up enough to not write in. Well, enough people wised up enough to not write in Kanye, because I think he got less than 1,000 votes.
Yeah. What was he talking about?
Kanye got less than
Lord and
1,000
Savior.
votes nationwide.
Which I think is a good thing. He doesn't seem like a very fit
Yeah.
candidate. I mean, he's also a bit nuts. Like he's a bit crazy. Oh, I'm not sure about that one though.
Yeah.
I'd rather have him than fucking Donald Trump. I can't lie.
No, I don't know about that. He did kind of support Trump.
Yeah. He just seems like a bad candidate. He's not a very stable person. All right.
He is nice at ping pong
though. I think last thing we have to talk about is the COVID-19 vaccine, which has caused a lot of controversy recently.
Mm-hmm. Not the last thing.
Oh, all right. What?
In November as well, the biggest protest the world has literally ever seen with the farmers' strike.
Yeah, which is in India.
250 million people and ongoing.
200.
It's also 250 million,
which is like 4 times the UK basically. So it's like 4 of the.
It is,
almost
the entire population of America. It's like 50 million short of the population of America.
Yeah,
like that is a pretty big quantity of the world. I think when you do that in the maths, it's like
2% of the world. I think went on.
Yeah.
And I'm just sure what it was for though. It's for like
they're farmers. They're trying to cut farmers' pay and like send all of their work to corporations overseas.
Yeah,
which is just horrible.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's also
a strike that big has to yield rewards, surely.
Well,
50 million
yes and no, because it's also the world's most underreported protest of recent times. Like it didn't even make it to mainstream news in this country, and it didn't get on BBC News, ITV News, Channel 4 News. Even though it's like 250 million.
But I'm pretty sure that was on purpose, because there's probably a lot of like big corporations try to silence that, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because
as well as that, there's also the recently the China's been like killing a lot more Uyghur Muslims I can't remember what the province is called, but like the death toll, they've got them working as like actual slaves now, and like that happened in the last couple of weeks, I think, which is fucking crazy that that's still being allowed to happen.
And there's no mainstream coverage at all.
There's no mainstream nothing, mate. No one's taking any action. No one's doing anything about it. They're just letting China do this shit without any fucking consequences. So fuck everyone.
Yeah,
Mainly the governments.
well said, Adrian. Well said.
On a brighter note, ending the year with the vaccine coming out in December.
Probably the best thing of this year. Some sort of hope for the new year.
Oh, congratulations to the first old woman who got the vaccine.
Yeah.
And was a guy called like Shakespeare?
William Shakespeare. Yeah. He also pretty much went on live TV and called Boris Johnson a cuck, which is 10 out of 10.
I rate that, man.
Anyone who goes onto live TV and disses out Boris Johnson for poor planning in the UK is an absolute legend. He's done his job well. He's not only got the vaccine, he's also done double fingers to Bojo.
Yes.
Good. That's what I like to know.
Right. Do we have any final comments on this year or?
Come on, John. Call it correctly. Closing comments.
Closing comments. On
that's our little section at the end.
And actually, how about some New Year resolutions or New Year hopes? Do we have any? Yeah.
That shit does not exist. Anyone that says they have New Year's resolutions is
Adrian, shut your mouth, you bloody pessimist.
People that are going to say, I'm going to eat less fucking chocolate. And
Joseph's literally sitting right there with something happy to say about the new year, and you're just shitting on everyone's parade.
I'm not shitting on everyone's parade, but everyone knows it's true. Fucking Dave next to me, I don't know, he's planning to quit smoking and drinking yet. I bet you on the very first day of fucking 2021, he's going to be down at the fucking pub having a fucking pint of Guinness.
He can't be down at the pub. They're closed.
Well, in his fucking house then, having a fucking Rona.
All right, Joe, what were you going to say before Adrian rudely interrupted you?
Apologies.
Okay, I was going to say my New Year's resolution. I think I'm going to make it that I'm going to.
I'm sorry.
What's happening?
This is Adrian went straight before that onto. Yep, your New Year's resolution.
I was saying
he's already chatting West, mate. He's not going to keep it. What's your New Year's resolution? Let's hear it.
I'm not going to tell you anymore. You guys don't even deserve to know.
I would like to know.
I'll shut up. Please.
Just Adrian.
Please. I want to hear it.
No.
That'll be nice.
It's not going to happen.
Please.
I'll mute myself and fucking... Look. There you go.
Resolution.
Basically, my New Year's resolution is to quit drugs completely. Well, excluding smoking, but I'm quitting all other drugs.
Oh, that is a valiant effort.
That is a step in the right
direction. All the way through that.
Joe's going into rehab.
I'll support you.
Who's he's going into rehab? Jesus, man.
Loose rehab.
He's got the support.
Can you go to rehab during lockdown?
They do on Zoom, innit? You get an old woman in a Zoom call with you playing it angrily.
Drugs. Put the needle down.
John, have you got a New Year's resolution or anything good to say about this past year?
No, not really. I mean, I just hope that by this summer we can have a nice summer. That's all I hope. That's all I care about. I'm not too bothered about the start of next year, but summer needs to be good. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fair point. Adrian, even though you don't believe in them, do you have any hopes for next year? Not New Year's resolution. Any hopes? Anything positive to say about the year just gone? If you turn this into a rant, we will block you on everything.
I'll take it easy. I won't explode. So 2020, although it's been a shit year, like we've all had good things happen to us. I don't know. I speak for myself, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Next year, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm not gonna quit anything. I'm not gonna stop eating fucking chocolate or any of that shit. Because fuck it, you're gonna see me down at Mermaids having my fucking lamajun with garlic sauce.
You know, I don't think I could quit if I tried.
Yeah.
Like, right, yeah, I mean, you know, 2020's been a shit year for almost everyone. However, you know, there are some positives, especially in terms of the 405 guys. We increased our subscriber count by like 900%.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Ooh.
Thank you to all the mums out there.
Yeah.
We love your support.
Thank you, Grandma. Putting us in
mate.
them WhatsApp,
Gwendolyn.
WhatsApp group chats.
Shout out to Gwendolyn.
Wait. Quick question. Didn't we start this podcast this year?
Yeah, we did. We started in February this year. We just went, like, we've actually done pretty well, if I do say so myself. We've had some fucking horrific episodes. Cough. Adrian, stop talking about shaving your balls. We've had some
I'm just looking out for my boys
no,
out there, you know.
no. We've had some really good episodes where we went to the studio a couple of times, which was really good. We didn't expect that to happen at all. We expected to, like, even though we hate using Zoom for the podcast, it probably helped us a lot during lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, we can successfully, like, we can admit that we are not we're not the best at this, but we are definitely getting better. You know, 4outof5 guys know what we're doing. We're to an extent. The editing has gone from horrible to passable. You know, we finally stopped using copyrighted music in every intro, which is, you know, that was just like the best thing we ever decided to do. Adrian, I'm going to kill you. In fact, I'm just going to put a block over your editing, over your face, the entire episode. But, you know, we've done pretty well for ourselves. Like, we banged out like.
I forgot something. Shit.
What?
Basically, I've got some really big news here, and
this isn't real news, is it?
Adrian, which one's you? Which one's you?
All of them.
No. I'm the guy in the middle. Yeah. This is
Adrian.
Grandpaps. This is I think you. That's not me, and that's.
Could you at least pick a name?
Fucking Adrian, Adriano, Adriana, and fucking
Adrianita.
There you go. Fucking multicultural, you know, Spanish, and yeah.
As I was saying, the 4outof5 guys has done really well this year. As some of like our friends who have like their own separate channels, you know, they've released a couple of good videos this year. We'll link them in the description probably. If we're feeling nice, we probably won't be by the time I put this up. Yeah. We've done pretty well for ourselves. Yeah. It's not been amazing. We're not 1 million subscribers yet. We might hit that in 2021. Who knows? Maybe that's our New Year's resolution as a podcast. We're taking this to 1 million in a year. It's doable.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's doable. But, you we've done pretty well for ourselves. You know, in fact, I did.
Vibe. If anyone gets a reference.
I think he's on crack.
No. It's like Sarakarad kid. No.
Oh. We'd like to thank all of our subscribers for being here the entire time. You know.
Yeah.
But for listening along, you guys have done just as well as the rest of us. You know, the biggest thing that everyone's done in 2020 is that we've made it to the fucking end of 2020 because this was a hard year, isn't it?
Sure.
For next year, we're gonna hit 1 million. we're gonna all definitely be happy people by the end of the year and be alive. Cheers that to 2021.
I have
So for
nothing.
our 5 guys, Jesus, Adrian, you're like no.
4 out of 5 guys. The 4 out of 5.
I'm gonna make that the thumbnail. Send that to me.
All right. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We have
Cheers.
been the 4outof5 guys.
One more time.
I've been John.
One more thing.
Oh,
This episode is probably going out on December 31st. So if you listen to this right when it comes out, it will probably be January 2021 when you finish listening, when you get to this section. So Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Yes, people.
yeah.
Cheers.
All right. I have been your co-host, John.
I've been your main host, Joseph.
I've been the insignificant other.
Why does your title change every single time?
Because I'm a free flowing spirit, you know.
All right,
I am all
stop the wassing. I've had enough of the wass.
Speaking of free flowing spirits, is the Kool-Aid man the pitcher or the juice? That's a little thing for you guys to think about in the comments. We've been the 4outof5 guys. Thank you for listening.
Yes,
Happy New Year.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. No.
Real men don't take drugs. Well, not medical ones anyway.